My faithful one, I have been keeping something from you, something wonderful that I have been preparing quietly in secret. Come closer, because what I am about to reveal will change everything. You won't be short on anything. Nothing. There is nothing that will be kept from you that you really need. Take a moment to let that promised one sink in. Write Amen in the comments below if this word comes true for you. Let it be your declaration of faith that God is your provider and that you are stepping into a season where you will lack nothing. Please get this. Every seed you plant in this mission helps us follow Jesus' command to reach all the world. By buying me a coffee through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you help spread the gospel to people who might never set foot in a church. This isn't about having a platform. This is to honor the name of Jesus and reach out to hearts that are looking for answers but are quiet. Matthew 28:19 in the Gospel tells us that Jesus wants us to go and make disciples. You help that command go on when you give. Your kindness gives someone who is struggling with hope. It turns into truth for someone who is confused. It turns into light in real darkness. Gospel of Luke 6:38 says, "Give, and it will be given to you." This is not a threat. It is a promise. God moves in ways you can't see when you let go of what you're holding on to. If this message moved you, have faith and answer it. Get a coffee. Plant a seed. Take part in what God is doing right now. I'm your provider, and I want you to understand something that'll change the way you see everything. Not even a little bit worried about your provision, because I have already made plans that you can't see yet. You won't be short on anything. Nothing. There is nothing that will be kept from you that you really need. Things that everyone else says you need are not what I mean. I'm not talking about the nice things that other people show off to make you feel bad about yourself. I'm talking about the real things you need in order to live a good life. The things that will keep you going, make you stronger, and help you move forward into everything I have planned for you. I have been keeping a close eye on your situation. I knew the exact moment you opened your wallet and thought, "How can I make this stretch?" I saw you do some math over and over again to try to figure out how to cover everything that needs to be covered. You were lying awake, and I could see your mind going over different scenarios and possible solutions. You were trying to find a way forward, even though it seemed like every road was blocked. I was there through all of those times, and I want to tell you something that will make everything different. Not even a little bit worried about your provision, because I have already made plans that you can't see yet. The plans I've made are very specific and detailed. They take into account all of your needs, both now and in the future. You can't see as far as I can. I know about the cost that you don't know about yet, that will come up next month, and I have already planned for it. I already know about the chance that will come up in 3 weeks, and have made plans for you to take it. I know that you will need more in 6 months than you do now, so I have already saved resources for that time. That's how you've been living, not sure if you'll make it through the week. But I'm making a timeline of your whole life right now. I'm making plans for your long-term well-being as well as your immediate crisis. Right now, doors are about to open all around you. As you walked by, you thought they were locked, that no one was home, and that no matter how hard you tried to knock, no one would answer. On the other hand, I tell you to go knock on those doors with determination. I'm telling you to do it. And when you do, don't bring fear with you. You've been stuck because of fear. Because of fear. You think it is safer to stay where you are, even if it means you don't have much, than to risk being turned down at a closed door. But I'm the one who told you to go to those doors. It was me who planned what was behind them. I will also give you the words you need to say when those doors open. These doors are opportunities that have been placed in your life to help you succeed. Some of them are job openings that you haven't applied for because you told yourself you weren't qualified. Some of them lead to doors of relationships with people who can help you, but haven't, because you're too proud or afraid to ask for help. Some of them lead to creative ideas that you've had for a while, but pushed aside because you thought they were too risky or too big of a goal. Some of them are doors to healing. They need to be talked about so that broken relationships can be fixed and resources that were cut off can start to flow again. Each door is unique. Each door is planned, and each door has a reason for being there. For too long, fear has kept you from moving, because fear told you that moving forward would only lead to disappointment. You have been standing still and watching your resources and choices shrink. You have also been watching time pass, but the windows of heaven will open in your life when you get up and walk, even if your hands are shaking, no, and your heart is racing. Not just one crack or window. There will be many windows that will be thrown open. You will receive so many blessings from me that you won't be able to hold them all. This isn't a lie meant to make you feel better. In real life, this is what happens when my kids move forward in faith, instead of staying stuck in fear. There are many parts of your life where the windows of heaven are closed. This wasn't my fault. Fear did it. Fear put a roof over your hopes, a ceiling over your faith, and a wall between you and what you could receive. You always said it was impossible. You always said that things would never change. That wall got stronger every time you agreed with a voice of lack instead of the voice of promise. But faith takes it apart. When you move in obedience, it breaks open. Things that are done to break trust completely. And when that wall is gone, when there is nothing between you and the open sky, the blessing that has been saved up for you will come down in such a huge amount that it will overwhelm you. I'm going to bless you in ways that will blow your mind. The good things that are coming won't be small drops that don't make a difference. There will be a flood. You'll look around and wonder how it's even possible, because it will be so much. It will sound too good to be true when you tell other people about it, so they won't believe you. It will be true, though. People who trust me enough to move when I tell them to will see proof of what I do, even when their natural mind tells them to stay where they are. This blessing will change every part of your life. It's going to have clear and measurable effects on your money. Things are going to get different. Your debts will go down and your accounts will go up. You will find chances that will bring you income streams you didn't have before. But it's not just going to be about money. The blessing will flow into the people you're with. You are going to see healing where there was damage. You are going to see peace where there was conflict. New relationships will form that will bring you support, encouragement, and a way to work together. The blessing will have an effect on your health. You will feel your body getting stronger again. There will be peace in your mind. You will feel like hope is coming back into your life. You are being blessed in every area of your life because the God who is blessing you is not limited to one area. What you are going through right now has not escaped my attention. I know everything about it. I'm aware of the bills that are piled up. I know what it's like to have an unexpected expense pop up out of nowhere and throw your carefully planned budget off track. And I know what it's like to wait for money to come in, a payment to be late, or a chance to do something that didn't work out. I know the person who owes you money but hasn't paid yet, like the system that's taking too long, the approval that's getting stuck in red tape, and the resource that should be out now but isn't for some reason that doesn't make sense. I can see everything. I've been keeping an eye on things and working behind the scenes in ways you can't see yet. It's okay to worry about bills, while I work on the hearts of the people who have power over the resources you need. During the time you were worrying about the deadline, I sped up steps that were supposed to take months. I have been putting provision in places you haven't even thought to look while you were freaking out about the lack. From where you are, you can only see part of the problem. From my infinite point of view, I see the answer. You see things that aren't there. I can see what's coming. You can see that the doors are shut. The hinges are beginning to move. The situation you are going through shouldn't make you nervous. A lot of worry won't make your life better or your bank account bigger. Just remember that stress will take away your energy, which you need to do what I tell you to do. Take a moment to close your eyes. Stop listening to all the people who are telling you what to worry about. Stop going over the numbers in your head over and over again, because you're always missing the answer. Do not forget what I said. Remember the things I said I would do for you. Think back to the times I mentioned before, when there didn't seem to be any logical way to move forward, but one did appear. Think about times when you were sure you wouldn't make it, but you did. Let the memories fill your mind and heart with peace and quiet, instead of the chaos that come from stress. That's what your mind has been like. You have been struggling with thoughts of not having enough, failing, and what will happen if the provision doesn't come. Even though you've been trying to keep them away, they keep coming back, making you tired. But I'm going to give you something that those thoughts can't stop. Staying true to my word is the weapon. The weapon is reminding me of my loyalty. The weapon is choosing to believe what I've said about my promise to take care of you, even though things look like they are going against what I said. I still keep every promise I've ever made to you. I still stand by every word I've ever said about your life. They are still alive even though time has passed. The fact that your situation is hard has not changed the facts. The doubt you've had hasn't taken away their power. I keep my word. My promises last. I will do what I said I would do. The delay you've been through is not a denial. Setting up a bigger show of my loyalty is what it's all about. There is a time when I am getting you ready to handle what I am about to give you. You are putting your faith to the test so that when the blessing comes, you will know how to keep it and grow it instead of losing it. When my peace and my promises fill your mind and heart, There is no room for anxious thoughts to grow. They're going to try again. They will still try to get in, but you will know what they are. They are lies that are meant to keep you from moving, from walking through the doors I am opening, and from living a brave and blessed life. You have the power to keep those thoughts out of your mind. You can shut the door in their face and come back to me and what I said. This power is already yours. You don't have to work for it. You already have it because you are my child. As soon as you became mine, you were given power over every thought that goes against what you know about me and what I've promised. Life has been hard for you because of your thoughts, like you had no choice but to let them run wild in your head. You can choose another way, though. You can hold those thoughts in check. You can look at them. You can check them against what I say. And if they don't match up, you can throw them out and replace them with the truth. As I open doors for you, you have to be ready to walk through them. Some of those doors lead to chances you have been afraid to take. There are some that you have been putting off because you don't want to look needy or desperate. Some of them are ideas that have been stirring in your mind for a while, but you talked yourself out of pursuing them because they seemed too big or risky. Now I tell you, go knock. Don't be afraid to go. Be firm. Do not hesitate to make a choice. Do not go as someone hoping to get lucky. Instead, act like you know that the God of the universe has sent you. When someone is firm and when they are shy, it shows that they know their source and when they are still trying to figure it out. People who are shy walk up to doors as if the person on the other side has the power to decide their fate. The person on the other side is just one of many channels I can use to get provision to you. But when you approach a door with firmness, you approach it as someone who knows I am your source. If they don't open that door, it doesn't mean they don't like you. It's just a sign that I'm getting ready for a better door. You knock with confidence, but not because you know for sure that door will open. You do it because you know I will provide, no matter what. One of the biggest problems you've had is the fear of being turned down. You've thought about the worst case scenario so much that it seems more real than the chance of success. You have thought about what it will be like to be turned down, told that you don't qualify, or told that there is nothing available for you. You have decided not to try at all because the thought of being turned down hurts so much. But I'm telling you to let go of that fear. No matter what, I'm telling you to keep going. That's because the doors I send you to won't shut on you. The promise behind them is signed by you. Even if one door shuts, it's not a personal rejection. It is divine redirection. I'm pointing you in the direction of the provision that is meant just for you. Sometimes a closed door is my defense, because it keeps you from something that seemed like a benefit, but would have turned out to be a problem. You may be moved away from what is good, so that I can move you toward what is best when a door is closed. There are times when I close the door to give you more time to get ready for something bigger than what you asked for. Trust that I am in charge of which doors open and which ones stay closed, no matter how it works. I'll tell you what to say when you knock. You won't have to do anything fancy for the speech. You won't have to trick, persuade, or beg anyone. The words will be mine, and they will prove that I am the author. People on the other side of those doors will hear my voice in what you say. They will feel compelled to help you, to make way for you, to let go of what you need, even if they don't know it as such. This is how I do things. I'll go ahead of you and get your hearts ready. I make things happen. Before you even get there, I move things out of the way. From time to time, you've had the right words at the right time and couldn't explain where they came from. You were having an important conversation when all of a sudden you knew just what to say. You spoke with such clarity and confidence that even you were surprised. That was me. I talked to you through you. At that time, I was giving you what you needed, and I'll do it again and again as you move toward the doors I'm opening. You don't need to get speeches ready. You don't need to practice your pitch. Just come over and knock on the door. I promise to give you the words when you need them. Pick a choice right now. Don't wait until you're more ready. Not until you feel more sure of yourself or have more information. Decide right now, as you hear these words, that you are going to move forward. Choose to knock on the doors. Choose to say the words I give you. Decide that you will trust me with what will happen. In this case, this choice is the key. This is where things start to change, not when the help shows up, but when you choose to trust it and take a step toward it. Decisions made out of faith are stronger than decisions made out of fear. You try to avoid pain when you make a choice out of fear. You are trying to manage what happens. You want to keep risk as low as possible. You also reduce the chances of something happening, but when you make a faith-based choice, you give me control. You agree with me that I can be trusted. You set yourself up to receive what I've prepared. Decisions based on faith open doors that decisions based on fear lock. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if this word speaks to you right now. When someone gets prophetic encouragement like this, they are often being led into a time of alignment. By subscribing, you can stay in touch with the words that God may use to lead you in the days to come. Move forward on your path. Fear shouldn't stop you from moving, and if you want to move forward in faith today, instead of staying stuck in fear, say it out loud. Write "I choose faith over fear" in the comments. The smallest statement can sometimes be the first step toward the biggest breakthrough. You're not feeling this way by chance. It's an invitation to be a part of something that will last forever. It's more than kind to support this mission through Buy Me a Coffee, a link in the description, and a pinned comment. It stands with the work of sharing the gospel with people who are still looking for the truth. Letter to the Romans 1:16 says that the gospel is the power of God to save people. That power reaches another life every time you buy a coffee. You help someone reach a turning point. You help someone make a big step forward. You do something for heaven on earth. Epistle to the Galatians 6:7 says that we will get back what we put in. When you put money into God's work, you put yourself in a position to receive His provision. Do something brave if you think lives can be changed. Buy a coffee today to help this mission reach more people. Fear can't hold you back if you move. Fear can't hold you back once you start moving. For a moment, it might scream louder to try to scare you away. Its hold on you will weaken as you keep moving, though. You will feel a strength growing inside you that you didn't know you had. Knowing that you are on the right path and following my instructions will make you feel like I am with you. That breakthrough is closer than you think. When you obey, Every step you take is a step away from lack and toward plenty. The trip might not happen right away, but the direction is important. You've been going around in circles because you're afraid to move forward. This has kept you stuck financially, emotionally, and spiritually. But now, you're going to stop that. You are going to move forward. You're going to make progress. You're going to make progress. And each step will make you feel like you're moving faster. Things that seemed impossible at first will start to seem sure to happen. What seemed like a dream in the distance will become more real as time goes on. The windows of heaven are about to open up and let you in. Write Amen in the comments if you think that God is blessing you and opening doors for you right now. That word should be your agreement with heaven and your hope for what God is about to do. This isn't a figure of speech. You are not the only one who gets this message. There are other people who want to hear the same truth that made you stronger. Jesus said in the Gospel of Matthew 9:37 that the harvest is plenty. Giving to this cause through Buy Me a Coffee is like joining the harvest. Your gift helps the truth get out there. It makes believers stronger. It gets to people who are quietly pleading for help. In Gospel of Luke 6:38, Jesus showed a kingdom exchange when he said, "Give, and it will be given to you." What you let go of goes into God's plan, and what goes into God's plan grows. You are planting for salvation, restoration, and renewed faith when you buy a coffee. Now is your chance. Take a faith-filled step forward. Put your money into what God is building, and trust Him to breathe more than what you let go of. There is a spiritual truth here that will show up in your physical life. The blessing that comes out of those windows will be plenty. It's going to be bigger than you thought. It'll be more than what you asked for. It'll go beyond what you thought was possible for someone like you. And you'll know for sure that it came from me when it arrives. You won't be able to say that it was your own hard work, smarts, or connections. You'll know I did this because I said you wouldn't have to worry about anything. I'm going to bless you so much that you won't be able to hold it all. Your boxes aren't big enough for what's coming. You don't have high enough hopes. What I'm about to do won't fit in your plans. You will need to make it easier for yourself to receive. Because you are poor, you think that just having enough is all you should hope for. You need to let go of that thought. I'm not a God of just enough. I am a God of plenty, overflow, and more than enough. Just think about what it means to not be able to hold the blessing. It means that your needs are met with extra money left over. It means you have enough money left over to pay your bills. It means that your resources are being made again faster than you can use them. It means you are doing great, not just getting by. Not just getting by, but getting ahead. Not just getting by, but making a difference. This overflow is not a mistake. It was planned, designed to make room in your life for other people, so that the things you can't hold become food for the people around you who are still waiting for their breakthrough. This is the level of provision I'm bringing you up to. You have to change the way you think, see things bigger, and believe for more than you have been believing for. In some parts of your life, you've been cutting back, stretching, and getting by with less. You haven't had enough for so long that you have forgotten what it's like to have plenty. You've been dealing with lack for so long that having plenty seems like a fantasy, something other people get, but not you. I'm going to teach you new ways to think and feel so that you can expect and receive plenty. Moving from a mindset of lack to one of provision is what I'm about to do. It's tiring to play survival mode. It keeps you focused on just getting through today, just making it to the next paycheck, and just taking care of the most important things. You can't get excited about what might happen, or think about what might happen tomorrow. It makes you react instead of act, feel desperate instead of strategic, and limited instead of broad. But having plenty frees you from that. You can start to think bigger once you know your needs are met and you have extra money. You can start making plans. You can stop focusing on just getting through the present and start investing in your future. This change won't just happen on its own. You will have to work with me to do it. You'll have to change how you think about yourself. Because of this, you think of yourself as someone who will always have trouble, be behind, and just barely make it. Somehow that identity has become comfortable because it is at least something that is known. But I'm giving you a new name. You are my child, and all of my children have enough. You are the heir to my kingdom, which has a lot of money and other resources. If you connect to the source of all provision, it will never run out. Your identity shapes the world around you. If you believe you are poor, you will choose bad things. If you think you have few options, you will only take the ones that they offer. If you think of yourself as someone who never gets ahead, you will hurt yourself unintentionally when you do start to move forward, because it goes against who you are. You will make different decisions, though, if you think of yourself as lucky, well cared for, and linked to an endless supply of resources. You'll take chances that poor people can't. You're going to invest in ways that poor people won't. Because you believe that more is always on the way, you will give a lot. If you start to see yourself the way I do, as someone who is taken care of, blessed, and walking in plenty, your actions will get different. You're going to stop making choices based on fear and lack. You're going to stop taking less than what I promised. You will stop letting lack be a permanent part of your life. You will feel confident as you move forward, because you will know that your provider is trustworthy and has an endless supply of resources. I have been taking care of you the whole time, even when you didn't know it. That you've made it this far shows that I will keep my promise. You are proof that I have not left you, because you are still here, still standing, and still believing. You've been strong through times that should have destroyed you. You've been through things that didn't have a natural way out. You've been through valleys that seemed impossible to get through. And every time, it was me who carried you, took care of you, and found a way when there wasn't one. Think about your past. Write down all the times you were sure you wouldn't make it, but you did. Count how many times there wasn't a logical answer, but one showed up. Think about all the times you were short on resources, but still got what you needed. There was no chance in those events. Those breaks were not lucky. Those showed that I kept my promise to take care of you. I will do it now if I did it then. I will get you through this if I got you through that. It has always been easy for me to help you, and it always will be. But now I'm going to take you to a new level of ease. The things you went through before were enough to get you through. What's coming will make you do well. What you had before kept you alive. What I'm about to tell you will make your life complete. It will be such a big difference that you'll remember this season as the one that made a difference. The moment when everything went from barely getting by to living a full life. You have to change the way you think for the new level. You have to let go of the survival mentality and adopt the abundance mentality in order to do it. You have to stop holding on to things and start giving them away. Stop grasping and start receiving. And stop controlling and start trusting. Sometimes it's hard to make these changes after not having enough for a long time. However, you need to do them in order to do what I have planned for you. The provision that is coming isn't just money, though that will be a part of it. I will give you relationships that help you, chances that make you better, ideas that make you money, health that keeps you going, peace that keeps you safe, and joy that makes you stronger. I'm going to give you what you need in every area where you've been lacking. I am going to fill up all the empty spots. What was lost will be found. Broken things will be fixed. And what was used up will be filled up again. You are less than full in more ways than one. Your body, mind, and spirit are all worn out from the stress of not knowing how you'll make it. You've been pushing yourself too hard for too long, even though you didn't have anything left to give. But my plan includes time to rest. It includes fixing things up. And it includes getting your strength, hope, and faith back. You will feel a weight lifted off your shoulders as the resources come in. You'll sleep better. You'll be able to breathe better. It's going to make you feel like the person you were before the weight of lack started to crush you. Being physically worn out shows up as tiredness that sleep can't fix. It shows up as sickness that lasts for a long time. It shows up as pain that lasts for a long time. Your body has been giving you trouble because of the stress you've been under. But once the provision comes and the stress goes away, your body will start to heal. The stress will go away. The pain will get better. The power will come back. Because you won't have to worry about money as much, you will feel physically lighter. When you're emotionally drained, you feel numb and can't feel joy even when good things happen. It shows up as irritability, getting angry quickly, and tears that come out of nowhere. Your main goal has been to stay alive, and you haven't had the emotional strength to deal with what you've been through. But when the provision comes, you'll be able to feel again. You'll really laugh. You will enjoy moments instead of just getting through them. You'll get in touch with the feelings that make life worth living. When I'm spiritually drained, I doubt myself, feel distant from me, and pray in a way that feels mechanical. It looks like going through the motions without the fire that was there before. You've been so busy with the crisis that you haven't had the energy to chase after me like you used to. But when the food comes, your spirit will rise again. You'll feel close to me again. You'll feel my presence in ways that you haven't felt in a long time. They will let you worship freely, pray with faith, and believe without a doubt. I have heard every prayer you have said about your money problems. I have every tear you shed because you couldn't pay your bills. I was there with you every time you were scared, because you didn't know where the next meal would come from. It has all been used up. It has all been taken into account. Each and every prayer has been leading up to this moment. as the windows of heaven begin to open, toward the blessing that will come down in waves and answer all of our prayers. Your prayers have been building up in heaven like water in a dam. Every prayer added more mass, more force, more weight. The dam is about to break now. Everything you need to know is about to come to you at once. It seems like nothing has changed, even though you've been praying about your problem for months or years. But everything was going on. Your prayers were getting stronger. There was more and more pressure. Now the breakthrough is almost here. Your enemy has been trying to make you think that I didn't hear your prayers, that I didn't care about how little you had, that it was up to you to figure it out. Stop believing that I am a good father who takes care of his kids. He wanted you to give up on me. He wanted you to be angry, feel like you were left alone, and turn away from me because of your sadness. You didn't, though. You hung on. Even though it seemed like your prayers were going up in the air, you kept praying. There were times when your situation made it clear that there was no reason to believe, and your loyalty is about to pay off in ways that will shock you. The enemy uses delay to make you doubt them. He wants you to see delay as denial, to think that something isn't going to happen if it hasn't already. But the time I set is not the time you set. Denials are not what my delays are. While you wait, I sometimes work on something bigger than what you asked for. I wait sometimes so that you are ready for what I'm about to give you. I sometimes have to wait because the time isn't right yet. If I released it too soon, it wouldn't have the same effect as when it's at the right time. It's brave of you to hold on. I understand that it hasn't been easy. Yes, there were times when you wanted to give up, when you wanted to scream at the sky and ask why I wasn't there for you. You didn't quit, though. You stayed. You had faith. You're about to see the result of your trust. You have something in you that will serve you for the rest of your life because you didn't give up. You know how to trust even when there's no proof. You now know how to believe even when things don't make sense. You now know how to stand tall even when you want to give up. These aren't little lessons. They are the things that hold a faith together that can't be shaken. A faith that can handle anything life throws at you. There is a reason why those doors are about to open. There is a plan behind where they are in your way. Each one leads to a different provision I've made for you. Some of them will be real help right away, the kind that meets an urgent need you've been pressing for. Some will be long-term blessings, the kind of provision that sets you up for long-term plenty. I'm giving you both because you need them. The immediate provisions are going to be a surprise. They won't be seen coming. You'll be thinking about how to meet a certain need 1 minute, and then the answer will pop up the next. It could come from someone who feels compelled to help you out of the blue. It could come in the form of a check you didn't expect, a refund you weren't expecting, a debt forgiven, or a gift that comes at just the right time. It will be clear that I had a hand in it, no matter what. You will understand that this was not a mistake or a stroke of luck. I kept my promise that you would never be short of anything. Your faith will grow because of these unexpected gifts. Each one will show that I am involved, paying attention and loyal. These things will serve as reminders when doubt tries to return. You'll think, God can do this if he can do that. God will provide now if he did so then. As stones on your altar of remembrance, they will remind you of my faithfulness and give you strength whenever you need it. Because of the long-term provisions, you will have to do more. These are the chances you need to seize, the doors you need to knock on, and the faith-filled steps you need to take. These doors are open, but you have to walk through them. These chances are coming your way, but you have to take them. I want you to think about these things, but you have to do something about them. In this way, we work together. You have to be willing to walk through the open door that I've set up. Setting yourself up for long-term abundance is what long-term provision is all about. It's about making sure you have steady streams of income. It's about making something that will last. It's about putting you in places where you can do well for years, not just a short time. For this to happen, it takes more than a miracle. It takes a plan, knowledge, persistence, and faith. You have to be ready to do the work that comes with getting those things. If I want to open some doors for you, you'll have to leave your comfort zone. You have been staying safe by doing what you know, what you have always done, and what you think you can handle. The provision I have for you, on the other hand, is not in your comfort zone. It's when you're ready to try something new, take a chance, and believe that I can do something through you that you have never done before. It's safe to be in comfort zones, but safety isn't the same thing as growth. Safety and plenty are not the same thing. Safety keeps you inside, and what I have to give you can't be held back. You need to stretch. You need to do scary things. You will have to have faith in things that don't seem possible. It is during the stretching, trying, and believing that you will find skills you didn't know you had. You have skills and gifts that you haven't been using. You've been so focused on just getting by that you haven't had the time or space in your mind to think about thriving, or what you could build, make, or give if you had the tools to do it. You will start dreaming again once the provision comes in and the financial stress goes away. You will start to see options that you didn't see when you were in survival mode. All of those options will help you reach the fullness of what I made you for. I didn't make you just to stay alive. I created you to do well. I made you to leave a mark, to be a blessing to others, to make a difference. But you can't do any of those things if you are stressed out about money and don't know how you will get through another week. The provision I'm releasing isn't just for your benefit, though it will be very helpful to you. It will also free you to do what you need to do, to turn into the person I told you to be, to do the things I gave you the chance to do. Your purpose has to do with giving. Provision comes to you when you walk in your purpose. The things you need to do what I made you to do show up when you're doing it. You haven't been able to connect with your purpose because you've been stuck in a cycle of lack, and being cut off has made the lack even worse. You will get back in touch with your purpose once I break that cycle and the provision starts to flow, and that reconnection will make even more room for growth. It's the opposite of what you'd expect. A cycle of kindness instead of a cycle of trouble. Provision has meaning when it has a purpose. If you have resources but no reason to use them, they will feel empty. You may have what you need, but you don't know why you have it. But when you have a plan and enough money, everything else just works out. It is the purpose that drives the provision. and it is the provision that guides the purpose. You know what you want to achieve. You already know why you're here. You are aware of what you need to do. And the provision comes in to keep everything going. I want you to stop looking at your situation with fear and start seeing it through my eyes. Fear sees a lack and thinks about what will happen in the future, as if what is happening now will always happen. But I can see that the provision is already on its way to you. I can see that the doors are about to open. I see the windows of heaven set up over your life, ready to bless you. I see what you see as a crisis, as a chance to give a testimony. What you see as an impossible situation, I see as a chance to show how loyal I am. Experience depends on your point of view. When two people go through the same thing, they can tell very different stories about it, because they saw it in different ways. Someone saw a problem. The other person saw a chance. One person saw abandonment. The other saw getting ready. One saw defeat. The other person saw a change. Even though the facts were the same, the way they were seen was different, and how it was interpreted changed what happened. I want you to see things the way I do. I want you to see things the way I do. To see things through the lens of my love instead of your fear when you look at your situation. You won't be short on anything. Not now. Not after. Never ever. I am your service provider, and I never let you down. I never run out of things I can use. I don't have problems with my budget or cash flow. I own all the cattle on 1,000 hills. I own the gold and silver. I own everything that exists in the world. I'm also not afraid to give you whatever you need to live the life I have called you to live and fulfill your purpose. I own everything that is out there. I own everything. I'm in charge of everything. I can move everything whenever I want. So when you need something, you're not asking me to do something hard. You're not asking me to spend more than I have. You're just asking me to give up something that is already mine, and I can release as many resources as I want. But I need you to stop living in a state of lack. You reinforce the thing you are trying to escape every time you think about what you don't have, or say things like, "I don't have enough," over and over again. Please start telling people what I promised. I want you to start saying that you are taken care of, that you don't need anything. The windows of heaven are open on your life. First, you need to start thanking me for the provision that is coming, even before you can see it. Words make things real. They don't just record facts, they make it. When you talk about lack, you make an environment where it can grow. When you talk about abundance, you make a space where it can grow. This is a law of spirit. Your words can make things happen. They make the world you live in different. They change the way things are for you. Your future is shaped by them. Be careful what you say. Say what you mean. Say things that are in line with what I've said, not with what you see. This is the path of faith. People with faith don't wait for proof before they believe. Faith believes first, and then the proof shows up. You've been waiting for the right time to believe to come along. But I want you to believe first, and then watch the provision show up. The miraculous can happen because of this change in order. This is what makes heaven move. Because of this, angels are sent to help you with the answers to your prayers. I understand how hard this is. I know it's risky to thank me for providing for you when your bank account still has a number that worries you. I know it seems silly to say there is plenty when there isn't any, but faith always seems silly to the mind that is in the flesh. It always looks like having faith is risky. Still, faith is the only thing that can bring the supernatural into your everyday life. Abraham thought he would have a son even though his body was too old to do so. It looked stupid. It didn't seem possible. Still, he chose to believe, and his faith made the impossible possible. The son showed up, and that son gave birth to a country, and the Messiah came through that country. One act of faith. The course of history was changed by one choice to believe before seeing. Your faith is important. Your choice to believe before you see will bring about provision that will change not only your life, but also the lives of everyone who is connected to you. Change the way you talk about your situation. Do not believe the voices that say you will always have problems. Don't keep telling the story of lack. Don't think of yourself as someone who always lacks something. Say out loud that you are blessed. Start saying that you are taken care of. Say that the windows of heaven are open and blessings are pouring into your life. It will seem more real to you the more you say it. You will start to act like it is true, more and more as it gets truer to you. Also, the more you act like it's true, the more ready you are to receive what I send. Your words are strong. Your life is either becoming more religious or more afraid because of them. You get more of what you're afraid of when you talk about it. When you speak faith, what you believe comes to you. This is a spiritual law that always works, even if you don't know it. You should know about this now, so that you can use it to change your situation instead of unintentionally making it worse. Think about the mood you have at home, in your car, and in your mind. What kind of tone is it? Is it faith or fear? Is it a complaint or a thanks? Is it lack or plenty? The mood you're making is mostly coming from what you say, and that atmosphere is either drawing the blessing I want to send out or pushing it away. Change how people feel by what you say. Start talking about life. Promise to speak up. Start talking about plenty. Watch how the mood changes, how your feelings change, and how your situation changes. Some people in your life have been talking badly about you. They have agreed with the enemy's story that you can't get ahead in life and that this is just how things are. Some people are lucky and some people have a hard time. You are in the second group. These people are not worth your time. Their words are making your faith weak. Their agreement with lack is making it stronger over your life. It's important to be around people who speak life, make promises, and believe with you that I will provide. You need to find those people somewhere if you can't find them in your friends and family. Faithful people need to speak into your life and remind you of who I am and what I have promised. You need to be encouraged, not put down. You need people who will pray with you, not just talk about how bad things are. There is a difference between someone who understands your pain and someone who gives you the strength to get through it. That's what you need. People who feel sorry for you will sit with you in the pit and agree that it is awful. People who give you power will reach down into the pit and pull you out. Supporters understand your pain. Empowerers make you think about things in new ways. Sympathizers help you feel like someone gets you. You feel strong when you're empowered. Some people need to believe in your breakthrough more than they believe in your tough times. People who see what you can do instead of what you can't. People who talk about where you're going instead of where you've been. Putting people in your path who will help you, will be on your way. Some will give you resources right away. Others will help you make connections, meet new people, and find opportunities. Some people will give you advice, wisdom, and insight that will help you make smarter choices and avoid mistakes that cost a lot of money. All of these are ways of providing, and I'm in charge of them all. In the next few weeks and months, you'll meet people who seem to appear out of nowhere. You'll find out later that I sent them. They were part of my plan to make sure you have everything you need. There are real connections to God. I put those people in your path at just the right time and for just the right reason. They may offer to teach you what you need to know at times. They may come to you as a partner who works with you on something you can't do by yourself. They can show up as helpers who give you resources that speed up your progress. They can show up as friends who are there for you emotionally and spiritually during hard times. No matter how they come, see them as part of what I'm doing for you. Be ready for how I choose to give. Don't force me to use one source or method. I have ideas. One way I get what I need is through channels you would never think of on your own. I sometimes give supernaturally, with resources showing up that don't make sense. Sometimes I give naturally through my job, by taking advantage of chances, or just by living my life. Both are valid in the same way. Both are the same person. While you wait for supernatural provision, don't look down on natural provision. Get everything I send, no matter how I send it. There will be a miracle coming up that will be so supernatural that everyone will know it came from me. This miracle will be part of what you say, the story you tell to give hope to people who are going through lack. It will prove that I am still in the business of making impossible things possible. The fact that I'm still moving for my kids, that I still open the windows of heaven and pour out so much blessing that it can't be held back. The miracle has already begun. It is on its way to you right now. You will be so thankful and amazed when it comes that you will fall to your knees. But while you wait for that miracle, don't be too proud of the little things that are given to you. Don't forget that I'm already taking care of you in many ways. You can eat something. You have a place to sleep. You need to put on clothes. Things like these are not small, even if you have grown used to them. A lot of people don't have what you do at this moment. I have been taking care of you, keeping you, and giving you the basics, even when there weren't any extras. Take note of that. Thanks for that. Feeling thankful for what you have will make room in your heart for more. Being thankful draws blessings to you. I let go of more when you are thankful for what you have. When you whine about what you don't have, you stop the flow. It's not because I want to punish you for complaining. It's because complaining makes you think about what you don't have. And whatever you concentrate on gets bigger. I need you to pay attention to provision, about blessing, on having plenty. I want you to look for proof that I am faithful instead of proof that you are not. You can find the proof if you look for it. Every day that you make it is proof. Proof is every need that has been met. The fact that you made it every time you thought you wouldn't is proof. Create a heart-centered altar of remembrance. Build a wall with stones to remember all the times I have provided for you. done miracles for you, or helped you get through things that seemed impossible. When fear tries to tell you that I'm not going to give you this time, go to that altar. Go over the stories again. Remember how faithful you were. Let the wins you've had in the past give you more faith for this battle. In the past, altars were physical reminders of important events. Some places I went and did important things were marked with piles of stones. People thought of the altars every time they walked by them. They told the stories when their kids asked what the stones meant. The altars were used to pass on faith from one generation to the next. You need your own tombs, your personal stones of remembrance. Even though they're not stones, they are memories. Stories. Times when I showed you I would always be loyal to you. This was done by King David. He didn't think about how big Goliath was when he fought him. He thought about how loyal I was when he was with the lion and the bear. He told himself that the same God who had saved him before would save him again. He was brave enough to run toward the giant instead of running away because he was sure of his past faithfulness. I want you to do the same thing. Remember that I have provided for you in the past, which will give you the confidence to face your giant of lack. You're not the only one who feels this way. I'm with you every step of the way. As I wait for you to figure it out, I'm not watching from afar. I'm right next to you, helping you, showing you the way, opening doors, making plans, and giving you what you need when you need it. You do not have to take care of everything by yourself. I'm responsible for that load. Trust is what you need to do. It's my job to give. You get stressed out and overwhelmed when you try to do my job. Let me do my job while you focus on yours. This will make you happy and take care of. Let go of the weight. Do not carry the weight of not knowing how things will work out. I've already solved your problems, so don't keep me up at night. Don't wear yourself out with worry. Give it all to me. Please give me the money. Give me the debts. Tell me what I need. Give me the scary things. Tell me what time frame you're worried about. Tell me how much pressure you're under. I can handle it. I'm not scared by what you're going through. I have no doubts about how to fix it. I already know what to do and am putting it into action right now. You don't have to be able to figure everything out for your breakthrough to happen. I have to be faithful for it to work. And you can be sure that I will be loyal. People who trusted me have never been let down. When a child called my name, I never turned away. People who came to me for help have never had a need that wasn't met. You're not the first person to do this. I will help you, just like I have helped every generation before you. The rule is already on its way. You can already open the doors. The windows of heaven are already set up to look down on your life. Now, you need to get ready to receive. Get your boxes ready. Increase what you can do. Let go of the idea that you don't have enough and start thinking about having enough. Get ready for the blessing that is on the way. Get rid of all the fear, doubt, and worry that is in the way. Make room for faith, hope, and thanksgiving. Part of having faith is getting ready. You act on your belief that provision is coming when you get ready to receive. You're getting ready for it before it comes. You're about to take care of what I'm about to give you. Assumption is not what this is. This shows faith in action. Before it rained, Noah built an ark. That showed faith in action. He went to a land he had never been to because I told him it was his. That showed faith in action. Getting ready to receive plenty before it shows up in your bank account is an example of faith in action. You need to be good with the provision when it comes, which it will. Don't fall back into the bad habits that led to lack in the first place. Don't throw away what I give you. You shouldn't waste the blessing on things that don't matter. Take care of it. Use it for a reason. Use it in ways that honor me and help my kingdom grow. Don't be afraid to help people who are going through hard times and not sure if they will make it. Help someone else with their prayer, just like I'm helping you with yours. Stewardship is important. I'm giving you resources, and I expect you to take good care of them. That doesn't mean you can't enjoy them, though. This doesn't mean you have to live a thrifty life all the time. It means you are smart. It means you don't waste. It means you put money into important things. It means that you give a lot because you know that I am your source and that more will come. If you are a good steward, you will be blessed even more. Being generous is a key that opens up even more provision. When you give from what you have, I make it even more. The flow stops when you hold on tight because you're afraid there won't be enough. You should trust that there will always be more because I am an infinite source, and live your life with an open hand, taking from me and giving to others. Here is the full life I promised. It's not enough to just have enough for yourself. It means having enough to help everyone else. Giving when you don't have anything can seem counterintuitive. First, you want to save, protect, and make sure you have enough before you think about giving. But that instinct will keep you thinking about how scarce things are. I want you to live in a different way. A way where you give first and believe that I will give you back even more. This is how the kingdom works. You will get what you give. This is a good measure that has been shook together and pressed down. You are going to talk about it. Many will wonder how you went from not having enough to having a lot. When they find out what changed, they will want to know how you got through it. You'll show them to me. You'll tell them it wasn't your hard work, smarts, or connections that made it happen. It was because I was loyal. I promised you that you would never be short on anything. You had faith and went to the doors I told you to knock on, which caused the windows of heaven to open. People who are going through the same things as you will find hope in your story. This will inspire them to keep believing, trusting, and taking risks of faith, even when everything around them says it's not worth it. Your big idea isn't just for you. For everyone whose life you will change by telling them what I did for you. Testimonies have a lot of power. They prove that I am still doing things for my kids, still being faithful, and still making progress. They make people believe in themselves. They give people the faith to believe that they can make it. They tell everyone who hears them that I am not a God from the past, but a God of the present. Still doing amazing things. Still letting people in. Still taking care of my kids. That story of yours will be one of those. It will have an effect on people you've never met. People who will hear it years from now and be inspired to put their trust in me will. Don't be afraid now. Don't let fear stop you from taking action. Don't let the way things look right now make you think that nothing will change. Things are going to change. The time of lack is coming to an end. Now is the start of the season of plenty. You can choose to believe these words right now, which means the change is already happening. The seasons shift. Things that have been true for a year, 5 years, or even 10 years don't have to stay true in the future. You are going over a line. You're moving from one season to the next. The old season was getting ready. The new season brings things into being. The old season was tough. The new season is good. The old season was a wild place. The new season is a land of promise. The change is taking place now, not in a few months, not in many years. Right now, I am your provider. I'm your source. I'm your source. I'm everything you need. I'm letting everything you need come into your life. You won't be short on anything. It's not a hope or a wish. This is an order from heaven. A promise from God's throne. A promise backed by my unwavering love for you and my unchanging character. Take it. Trust it. Do something about it. Head for the doors. Say the words I give you. Have faith and keep going. Take a look as the windows of heaven open. Get ready to be blessed too much. Get ready to talk about how faithful I am. Take a step toward the wealth that's been waiting for you. You are taken care of. You're lucky. You're loved. You are mine. You will not lack anything. This provision I'm letting go of for your life will happen in waves. The first wave will take care of the immediate problem or need that has been keeping you up at night. The second wave will bring stability, giving you a base of long-term provision that you can build on. The third wave will bring you plenty of extra money that goes beyond meeting your needs and starts to give you chances to help other people. Every wave builds on the one before it, and you have to be good at managing what came before. Do not try to get to the third wave too quickly by going through the first one. Each wave brings lessons you need to learn, character you need to build, and knowledge you need to gain. You learn to see my hand in your life through the immediate provision. The steady provision teaches you to depend on my loyalty over time. Giving freely and living with open hands is what the abundant provision teaches you. Don't miss the lessons of one wave. You won't be ready for what comes next. Through this process, I'm building something inside of you. I'm not just going to change your bank account. I am changing the way you feel inside. I'm not just making doors open for you. I'm letting you see that I am your source. I'm giving you more than what you need. You learn how to depend on me instead of your circumstances while I teach you. This change is more than just about money. It's about becoming the kind of person who can have a lot without losing sight of me, who can be blessed without feeling like they deserve it. The world has taught you that your job, your connections, your smarts, and your hard work will put food on your table. All of those things can be channels for me, but they are not your source. I'm your source. Your job can go away, but I'll be here. Your links might not work, but mine will. Your smarts have limits, but my wisdom doesn't. You can only go so far with your own hard work, but my grace can get you now. I need you to stop depending on those channels and start depending on me instead. You should only see those things as ways to get what you want, never as the source. This change in dependence can be hard because it seems risky. It seems safer to trust things you can see, touch, and manage. You can see, touch, and control some things, but only for a short time. I am endless and will always be. When you depend on me, you depend on someone who will never let you down, will never change, and has all the resources he could ever need. even though your natural mind has a hard time understanding it. This is the safest place you could be. People around the world don't understand the way I teach you to live. The world tells you that to get ahead, you have to fight, claw, and plan. People tell you that no one else will watch out for you, so you need to. Every thought in the world tells you that you need to keep guard and control everything, because there isn't enough for everyone. But things work differently in my kingdom. You give, and it is given to you in my kingdom. In my kingdom, you seek my kingdom first, and then everything else comes along. You have to lose your life to find it in my kingdom. These ideas may seem backwards, but they are the way to real wealth. You've tried doing it the way everyone else does, and it's left you worn out, empty, and down. Now I'd like you to try my way. Let go of the wheel and trust me. Stop trying to trick people and start believing. Don't push, but start receiving. Stop trying so hard and start resting in what I've given you. This is not being passive. That's faith. You can do the most when you have faith, even when it looks like giving up. For the provision that is coming, you will have to walk by faith in ways you have never done before. There are things you need to do before you can see the whole picture. You'll agree to do things before you know for sure how they will turn out. You will believe in me when the promise doesn't come true right away. Faith grows in this space. This space is where character is made. You learn that I am faithful in this gap, even though you can't see the proof yet. A lot of people miss out on their provision because they don't want to fill the gap. Before going up the stairs, they want to see the whole thing. Before committing, they want to be sure, get guarantees, and to see proof. That's not how faith works, though. When you can only see the next step, faith takes the first step. Faith follows my lead, even when it's not clear where it's going. When there is fog on the road ahead, faith still moves forward. I'm not telling you to be careless. Could you please be faithful? Recklessness doesn't listen to reason and acts without thinking. Faith pays attention to what I say and acts on it. Being careless is caused by feelings and wants. Faith is based on what I say and how I act. Careless people jump without looking. Faith moves slowly, but with confidence because it knows I am in charge. Do not get them mixed up. What I want you to do is not be careless. It is faith that is brave and obedient. You have to show up for the doors I'm opening. Their heads won't hit the ground. You will have to take advantage of the chances I'm giving you. They're not going to seize. The provision I'm giving you will only come to you if you are ready to receive it. What I can do is done. I'm letting go, opening, and making things. You need to do your part, though. It's up to you to show up, act, and place yourself. This is how we work together. I make the chance available. You give them permission to obey. Some of you have been sitting still while you wait for food to fall from the sky. That's not faith. That is making assumptions. Faith makes things happen. Faith does things. Faith does what I tell you to do. There will be times when provision shows up without you having to do anything. That's a gift of grace meant to make your faith stronger and remind you that I am your source. Most of the time, though, provision comes from the work you do, the conversations you start, the doors you knock on, and the chances you look for. I increase the work you do. I open doors for you, that you could never open on your own. But you need to knock. What I want you to do is different from what you have been trying to do. It's stressful, frantic, and desperate to strive. The work of faith is calm, has a purpose, and moves in a certain direction. People strive because they are afraid that if they don't do something, it won't happen. Trusting that I am making it happen and that you are just helping me is what faith is. The actions may look the same from the outside. The posture is completely different on the inside, and how you feel inside changes everything. A lot more gets done when you work from rest, move from peace, and act from trust than when you try to get things done out of fear. It gets easier for you to think. You make smarter choices. You have more energy for longer. You can keep going without getting tired. To work from rest means to do this. You don't do nothing. You are busy. But what you're doing comes from trust, not fear. Do what I tell you to do and let me handle the rest. The provision that is coming might surprise you with how it looks, how thought it would come in a certain way, but it could come in a completely different way. Don't turn it down just because it doesn't meet your standards. Take it. Thanks for that. Make use of it. I know better than you do what you really need. I know something that will help you more than you think. Trust that what I send you is just what you need, even if it's not exactly what you thought it would be. Why do I send what you need sometimes instead of what you want? Because what you want wouldn't help you. You might want a certain job because it pays more, but I know that it would drain your soul and take your attention away from your purpose. I send you a different job that fits your calling and still meets your needs. I know that sudden wealth might make you want to make careless decisions if you get a lot of money all at once. So I send you steady streams of bread that teach you how to be a good steward. You might be hoping that a certain person will help you, but I know that their help will come with strings that will tangle you up. I choose to send it through a different channel because it gives me more freedom. Give me your trust in how I provide. Many people are now following your life. Some people want to see my faithfulness shown through you because they are feeling down and need hope. Others are waiting with bated breath to see if you fail, so they can be sure that they are right in thinking that I do not provide. Both groups will see how faithful I am in your life. The faith of the first group will grow stronger. The second group's doubts will be put to the test. Your gift is for more than just you. In it, I talk about how everyone is watching to see if I'm real, good, and true. That's why it's so important that you praise me when the provision comes. When people ask you how you're doing, don't just say that you're smart or working hard. Show them to me. Tell them what I did. Let them know that I was loyal. When you take the praise for yourself, you keep other people from having their faith strengthened. But when you give me the glory, you become a waymarker that leads people to the source of all food and drink. To take away your honor, the enemy will try to make you think that you did this on your own. He will say in a whisper that it was your smarts, your hard work, or your connections that made it happen. Don't believe that lie. I did use those things, but they were tools. I taught you the smarts. I set up the connections. I made your efforts more powerful than they would have been on their own. I deserve the praise. You set yourself up for even more blessing when you give me the glory. because it says, I don't need God. Pride stops the flow of things that are good. Being humble means recognizing that everything comes from me, which keeps the flow going. I fight those who are proud, but I forgive those who are humble. Stay humble if you want to be provided for and blessed more and more. Keep praising me. Don't forget that I am your source. Keep sending people to me. The help isn't just coming to you, it's also coming from you. You are not just a container, you are a conduit. I bless you so that other people can be blessed. Because I take care of you, you can take care of those around you. I open doors for you so that you can help other people do the same. This is how my kingdom works. Good things happen. It doesn't stay the same. If you try to hold on to it, it stops coming in. But if you let it flow through you and into other people, it keeps coming back to you in bigger and bigger amounts. Consider yourself more like a river than a lake. This is where water is stored and held. A river lets water flow through it all the time. The river stays fresh and alive because it is always moving. Sometimes reservoirs don't move at all. Rivers are still alive. I want you to be a river of blessings. Let the provision I send you go out to other people through you. Be kind and generous, willing to help. Feel free to share and keep an eye on how the flow toward you gets stronger. Certain people will cross your path because they need what you carry. Some people need help with money. Some people need to be encouraged. Some people need wisdom. Some people need hope. Listen to my spirit when it tells you to help them when they cross your path. I want you to be a part of my provision in their life, just like other people have been a part of my provision in yours. The flow continues after you answer. The flow gets slowed down when you ignore it. I understand that you might be afraid that if you give, you won't get enough. That fear comes from the mindset of lack that you are leaving behind. People with an abundance mindset know that when they give, I will give back. I help you when you help someone else. When you take care of someone else, I take care of you. This is how things work in my kingdom. You can't forgive me more. I will always give more than you give. Try this on me and see if I don't open the windows of heaven and pour out so many blessings that you can't hold them all. Some of your relationships will change because of the provision that is coming. Some people felt safe around you when you were lacking because you weren't a threat. They felt better about their own situation after seeing how hard it was for you. But when you start to do well and the blessing starts to show, some of those people may act badly. They might say, "You've changed." They might try to make you feel bad about being lucky. They might pull away because your progress shows how still they are. Don't back away from the blessing just to make other people feel better. Don't turn down the light to make them feel safer. Please do not say sorry for what I have done. You didn't bless yourself. I prayed for you. And I blessed you not just for them, but also for you, so they could see that I am true. It's their choice if they want to be offended instead of inspired. Don't let what they say stop you from doing what I'm doing fully. But don't show off the blessing either. Do not show it off to others to feel better about yourself. The blessing isn't something to show off. To steward is to have a duty. Walk with humility. Give to others. Help people. Let the blessing speak for itself without having to be told over and over again. Being proud of what you have is not the same as giving me praise for what I've done. Someone points at me, the other one points at you. Make sure that everything you say always points to me. The provision will make people more responsible. We expect a lot from people who are given a lot. I'm giving you things, and I expect you to use them in a way that helps my people and moves my kingdom forward. You'll be able to help people in ways you never thought possible. You'll be able to say yes when you used to have to say no. You'll be able to give to ministries, projects, and people directly to bless them. This is one reason why I'm giving you more money. Through you, I want to bless other people. You should be ready for those chances. Don't forget about them because you're too focused on making yourself comfortable. The windows of heaven I am opening for you will stay open. This won't work in the short term. This change will last for a long time. I'm setting you up in a new place, emotionally, spiritually, and financially. You're not going back to where you were. The time of lack is over. It's now the season of plenty. This season will keep going as long as you stay in touch with me, as long as you keep walking by faith, as long as you stay kind and humble. Some of you are afraid that the blessing won't last and that you'll go back to where you started. Based on what you've been through, that fear makes sense. But this time is different. This time, I'm not just changing your situation. I'm making you new. Let me change the way you think, new ways of doing things, new knowledge. The external provision is matched by change on the inside, and that change is what will keep the blessing going. This clause will not be lost by accident. Giving up the values that brought it to you is the only way to lose it. If you go back to fear instead of faith, if you start to save instead of giving, if you don't trust me anymore, you should only trust yourself. But the flow will keep going as long as you stay in touch with me. You are going to be a sign of how faithful I am. The way you live will show that I take care of my kids. You will tell people about me when they ask you about the change in your life. They will hear about the doors I opened. What I did was open the windows of heaven wide, the provision I let go of, and your story will make other people more likely to trust me with their own problems. This is one reason I'm doing this, not just to make you happy, but to let your story help many other people. Your story is very strong. That's proof. Proof that I'm real, good, and loyal. Believers may disagree with each other. However, they can't argue with change. They'll know something is real when they see how your life has changed. For them, your success will open doors. Their faith will grow because of what you've done. Tell your story. Don't try to hide what I did. Don't feel bad about the miracle. Be humble and brave when you share it. Tell people that you used to be poor and that I brought you wealth. Tell them you were stuck and I'll open the doors for you. Tell them you were worn out and I healed you. People who have lost hope will find it in your story. Courage to those who are scared. Faith to those who aren't sure. But be wise when you give your testimony. Some people are ready to hear it. Some people aren't. Please let my spirit show you when to speak and when to be quiet. When to talk and when to be quiet. Tell the difference. The provision I'm giving you is part of a bigger plan I have for your life. Not by chance. It makes sense. For something bigger than you know right now, I'm setting you up. The provision gives you the tools you need to do the next task I give you. The doors I open will take you to where you need to go. You will work together with the people I bring into your life to do the work I have called you to do. Everything is linked. Everything serves a purpose. There is no waste. The provision has been on your mind because it was what you needed right away. That being said, provision is just the start. Once you are stable and worry doesn't take up your time, you will start to see the bigger picture. You will know why there was a season of lack. You'll see what it helped you get ready for. When you look back, the hard times will make sense. I don't waste anything. There's a reason for each season. What you're leaving behind is the foundation for the season of plenty you're leaving behind. The traits you learned in the valley will help you stay steady on the mountain. You will be able to handle the promised land with the faith you built in the desert. You will stay humble in the palace because of what you learned in the furnace. It does matter. Everything works out for the best. The provision isn't the main goal. The goal is to get close to me. Provision is just one way to do it. You learned to depend on me when you were poor. When plenty comes, don't lose that dependence. Don't move away from me. Let the blessing bring you better. Let it make you more thankful. Let it make your worship stronger. Let it make you trust each other more. When you provision, the biggest risk is forgetting to thank the provider. Don't go there. Stay close to me. Find me first. Everything else will stay where it belongs. The rule is right here. The time of year has changed. You might want to subscribe if you have a feeling that God is changing something in your life right now. That way, you won't miss the words that might help you confirm what God is doing at this time. There are times when the right message comes at the right time to help people understand, feel encouraged, and get back on track with what God has already started. The doors are open. Over your life, the windows of heaven are set up. Everything is ready. The question is now easy. Are you ready to go? Are you going to get? Are you going to say yes? Feel free to use the provision. The blessing is out there. The big step forward is almost here. You just need to reach out and grab it. Do not stay in lack when plenty is available. Do not wait outside the door after I've opened it. It's your turn now. Now is your chance. Now is your time. Write "I received this season" in the comments below if you are ready to step into this new season of provision and purpose. Say it out loud, because sometimes the moment you accept the season is the moment you move into it. Enter it. Accept it. Stay there. You won't be short on anything. Amen. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's take a moment to reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is not a stroke of luck. It is a direct message from Archangel Michael to you. He's extending his hand and inviting you into a protected, high-vibrational community where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise. This sacred principle is very simple, but it can change your whole life. If you follow it, you won't just receive blessings. They will be multiplied and flow into every part of your life. By accepting this invitation right now, you're unlocking immediate, early access to powerful content and divine insights that are hidden from the general world. Now is your chance to enter a sacred space where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this sacred moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join Archangel Michael's inner circle immediately through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the direct, personalized messages that are specifically meant to elevate and empower your life. If you desire to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. And for those who feel called to amplify this work, a link to purchase the guided ebook is available, which is completely optional, but your presence, attention, and energy already mean the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.